Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Cindy Nierenberg. This is a year to 60, week 35, and guess what? 60 is next week. What? Yeah, 60 is next week. Oh my gosh. So I do have some plans to continue on with this journey because clearly I'm not done. And for the first time in my life, I am 100% convinced that I will get to my goal and I will complete this journey. So I have some things planned and I can't wait to get to them. But in the meantime, thank you for following along. This past year has been so emotional, so up and down all the time. All around, backwards, forwards, happy, frustrated, sad, disappointed, all of the emotions, and you guys have been here to watch and observe and witness, and I'm really, really grateful for that because it's helped me to keep going. So let me give you my stats for this week. This is week 35, and last week I weighed in at 218.0. This week, or this morning, I weighed in at 216.4, which is a 1.6 pound loss for the week, which is wonderful. And that leads me to a total loss of 31.6 pounds. Now, my goal weight is 165. And like I said, for the first time, I feel like 165 is totally doable unless I decide I don't want to weigh 165. I may get to 175 and say, this feels pretty good right here. I think this is fine. This is plenty. I may get to 165 and go, this is just the perfect weight. Or I may decide to go further. I don't know. And I'm not going to know until I get there. So I'll let you know when I get there, but I will get there. I feel it in my bones, and it's just such a good feeling. So today I'm going to talk to you again. Oh no, she's going to talk to us again about that glucose monitor. Yes, I am. I love my continuous glucose monitor. It's the best tool that I've ever used. You know, we have a lot of tools that will they'll monitor kind of how many steps we take in a day, or you know, give us an average of how many calories you think you've burned off in a workout, or what is your heart rate throughout the day. But we really don't have any tools that give us a lot of information about how our metabolism is working. And it's so important because everything stems from that, how well your body is utilizing the food that you're giving it. And this is the first tool that I've come upon that gives us that information. I can tell you within like a 10-minute time period what's happening to my blood sugar. And that has been so powerful. So honestly, I cannot sing the praises of this continuous glucose monitor enough. And that's for somebody that doesn't have diabetes. I could only imagine how valuable this would be for somebody who does have diabetes and really has to keep their blood sugars in control. So I was doing a little research this week, as I do, and I was wondering, like, okay, what does like a normal blood sugar look like? And it led me to a completely different way of utilizing this tool. So I want to keep my blood sugars in the normal level. Now, to me, a normal level is like anything below 100. But as I am monitoring my blood glucose level, I'm finding that I really I'm not anywhere near 100 most of the day. So I'm more in the 80s, 70s. Sometimes it says I'm in the 60s. I don't know if I believe it when it gets down. And when it gives me, you know, readings in the 50s, I'm like, come on. But anyway, I I'm now able to like monitor, excuse me, what does the food do to my blood glucose level, and can I keep it from spiking? And so my new goal is to keep my spike after I eat within like a 15-point range. So let's say I test my blood glucose before lunch. And it's so easy to do this because you just wave your phone over the back of your arm where the sensor is, and it gives you an immediate reading. So I take a test before I start to eat, and then I will test, like, I do it several times because it's just so stinking easy. So I'll test like a half an hour after I eat, or 45 minutes, or an hour and a half, and I kind of look at all those, and I will see after I eat there's always a blood spike in my sugar, or in my blood sugar. And that's normal, and we want that because that is how our bodies work. But it doesn't have to be like this giant, 60-point spike, because, and I do want to say, because I'm not diabetic, I don't have these giant spikes unless I eat something stupid, right? Like, I know if I ate, a candy bar, like, my blood sugar is going to go crazy. And actually, you know what, now that I think about that, this Halloween will probably be the first time I don't dive headfirst into the candy bowl. Because I know what that's going to do to my blood sugar. So it just keeps my behaviors in check. I don't need the candy bar. I don't need the blood sugar spike. And even worse than the blood sugar spike is the crash that comes after the blood sugar spike, when all of a sudden I have low energy and I'm moody and I'm not a pleasant person to be around because my blood sugar has gone crazy. So that is how I am now using my continuous glucose monitor to, modify what foods I am putting into my body, because I can see in real time what they're doing to my blood glucose levels. And it's the first time I've ever felt that kind of power around my body and what I'm putting into it. So I'm going to keep this video short today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about next week. It'll be the big 6-0, and I look forward to checking in with you. And then what I think I'm going to do is just a review of how I got here, how I got to this point in 1 year, and then where I want to go from there. So thank you for following along. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.